friends, and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Justin Caffrey, and I use the medium of neuroscience, the vagus nerve, vagal tone, psychology, philosophy, and Eastern psychology in order to communicate and help you understand a little bit more about your own mind, body, and performance. And in particular, how we have this capacity to manage anxiety, stress, depression, and our mental health. So much of what we need is already here. We have this incredible chemical factory within our bodies that will release all the necessary chemicals to manage whatever's happening within us. But we have to stay healthy and well in order to achieve that. If you would be so kind as to like and support this video, I would really appreciate it. It helps share the message and click the bell so that you get weekly notifications. You can also follow me on Instagram at Justin_Caffrey, where I share daily updates, especially around cold water swimming and mindset. Or if you want, you can also come along and join my course. If you go to remotetribe.co.uk, you can join the online course and community over there. This week, I want to just bring in a little bit of a practice to allow us to better regulate our minds and bodies. So we're going to have a little session where we're just going to sit for 10 minutes, and I'm going to guide you through a way to access vagal tone, the vagus nerve, and to connect you a little bit more and to ground you a little bit more in terms of whatever may be going on with you right now. So all we need to do for this is to find a comfortable position, sitting down on a chair, sitting on the floor, lying on the floor. Most importantly, just being in a position where your back is fully upright and supported is the best way to be. And we'll also do this practice with our eyes closed. If you feel uncomfortable, you can do it with your eyes open, but ideally it's better to close the eyes because the optical nerve tends to get in the way so much and distract us away from what it is we want to be doing, which is just a little bit of work on the inside. So pause the video if you need to get yourself ready, or if not, you're ready to go. Let's just sit down now and close our eyes. I'm going to set a little timer, so this is just going to be 10 minutes from the point of when we start. And just simply follow my instruction. So you can do this with headphones on or just the speaker up on your computer, your TV, whatever suits you. So closing the eyes over now. I want you to just bring some intentionality to the breath as we start. So really taking a moment to draw a nice deep breath in and exhaling very slowly, very slow, long exhale. Again, taking a nice deep breath in again. And exhaling slowly, long, deep exhale. As we sit here, I want you to just take a moment now to just notice the body as it's sitting here. Bringing your attention to your hands. Maybe just getting a sense of hot or cold or tingling, maybe even sensing the blood as it's flowing at the fingertips. Bringing your attention to the fingertips and maybe inside the fingertips, feeling from the inside out. Maybe bringing the attention from the hands just up to the shoulders. Noticing how the shoulders are. You can hold a lot of tightness and tension in the shoulders. So maybe just taking an opportunity to soften the shoulders a little bit. To let them fall down a little bit. It can even be helpful to use the breath here, just taking a deep breath in. Breathing out slowly and just softening the shoulders a little bit. Almost like ice to water melting. Finding a capacity just to be a little bit softer and more relaxed here in the shoulders. Shifting back to the hands again now and just seeing, can you soften the hands a little bit? Is there any holding or tightness here? And again, just seeing if you can soften and relax the hands a bit. Maybe a little bit of movement needed and just softening and relaxing the hands. And just shifting the attention to the forehead, the eyebrows. Sensing here, tightness, holding. Once again, just softening a little bit. Letting go. Allowing the eyebrows to fall down. Getting this sense of ice to water. Softening. And bringing the attention down to the jaws and the cheekbones. What's here when you bring this kind of torchlight, flashlight of attention to this area of the body? Can we soften here? Can we relax a little bit more? Again, ice to water. Now just noticing the breath for a moment. Not doing anything or changing, just simply noticing the breath. This body has a capacity to operate in two realms. You can breathe intentionally, or we can breathe automatically. So right now we're just bringing our attention to the breath as observer. Not intervening, just paying attention. But noticing the interplay that we can either be an active participant or an observer. And it's either one or the other. The body is always breathing. Just paying attention to it. Mind will distract you and pull you off, and just bring it back again. Watching the breath. So we get distracted and you get pulled away, just coming back to the breath and just using a simple mantra of be here now. Be here now. Using the breath to anchor you back. Or the hands, the sensation in your hands, or noticing the feet on the floor and the contact. The breath. Bringing yourself back with that mantra, be here now. Just as the breath has two particular ways of being, we have active participation where we can change how we breathe. We have the automatic nature of the breath. The mind and our thoughts work in exactly the same way. If we pay attention to the thoughts, we can influence them. But if we allow them to be, we can also just observe them like the breath. And each thought arrives, comes into being, and then falls away. Just like the breath. It can be helpful sometimes to just observe a thought, to know that it's as automatic as breathing. It's going to come anyway, so observe a thought, watch it come in front of you, and then watch it move away. Like a leaf floating on a river. Being aware that, just like breathing, these thoughts are flowing. And I can either get drawn into them and have an active participation, or I can notice them arrive, watch them leave. So just notice the thought that comes. Watch it. And notice as it moves away, it makes way for the next thought. Just like the next breath. Thought arrives, peaks, falls, it disappears. And the next thought arrives, peaks, falls, and disappears. So we can observe the thought like we observe the breath. Even if we wait with a difficult thought, it will pass. So now just shifting the attention back to the breath as we conclude. watching the breath for a moment. Maybe shifting the sensation and feeling into the hands and the fingers again. Feeling the connection to the floor or the chair, back, your bum, your feet. Just taking a moment to check and see how you feel now after this brief practice. Is there a shift in the way that the body felt, in the way that the mind felt? Can you commit to come back and listen to this again tomorrow and maybe for a few days each day? Just noticing, how does my mind and body feel as I finish? So let's take a deep breath in. Breathing out really slowly to conclude. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So I hope that was helpful, and I encourage you to practice again tomorrow and for a few days, and just try and meet the same practice, which can also be difficult, but it's within that difficulty that we find growth. Leaning into difficulty, showing up for ourselves, committing to our well-being, is all part of the long-term sustainability of this human body and this human being. And through lots of little incremental changes over time, you can become a much happier and healthier and more content human. But you must make that choice to show up for yourself. My mantra with people that I work with is that we must wake up for ourselves in the morning. We must show up for ourselves in the morning. We must do the work on ourselves each day. And over time, we will shift. It's not about grand gestures or sudden movement. It's about slow, consistent, steady paces will help us improve who we are and how we feel. Thank you. Namaste. I appreciate you being on this journey, supporting this channel, and please share this with anybody that you feel could be of benefit to.